I just dreamt that there were waves.
It wasn't a dream. There really are waves. What is up guys, it's Orion here, and today we have waves again. I told you guys in the last surfing video that this would probably be the last time I would surf in Israel, but nope, we got waves again. We got lucky, and there should be waves today and tomorrow as well, so that should be fun. Hopefully I'll get to go to the beach again tomorrow, but I'm here today anyway. Let's not think about tomorrow. It's actually quite small. This morning I looked at the surf cam and it looked quite a bit bigger than this, but it's either the surf cam deceived me or the waves just got smaller now. But anyway, I'm gonna try and do my best with the waves that are out there. These are the kinds of waves that are in Israel. You can't really do anything about it, so you just gotta surf them and do the best with what you got. This beach I'm at today is it's called Hilton Beach. It's a beach in Tel Aviv, and this is the beach that I most like to surf when I come here. It gets very crowded, but it's a reef, so it's more powerful than most waves in Israel. And the waves here in Israel can get quite soft, so it's nice to have a little bit more power when the waves are really small. Alright, let's get out there now. Alright guys, and that is it. We are finished. Only surfed for about an hour and a half, but I managed to catch loads of waves in that time, so that's good. Did the best out of the time I had, and it was actually really fun out there. It was very crowded. It was especially hard to catch the set waves because it was all longboarders out there. There was just one more shortboarder except for me, and all the longboarders would sit very far out and they'd just wait for the bigger set waves, and then when they came, because they have the big longboards, it was easier for them to catch it than me, and they caught a lot of them. I still managed to catch the set waves. I think I caught one of the best waves of the day actually, so that's good. Anyway, it was really fun out there. I was catching some good waves. I felt like I was surfing good. The board worked great for me, and yeah. Alright. Hey guys, and we are back home now. It's actually been raining ever since I left the beach, so I haven't been able to go out and film anything. So because I can't go out and I already surfed this morning, I thought maybe to talk about how surfing in Israel is different than surfing in Costa Rica, because there's a lot of things that are different, and also there's a lot of things that are similar, because at the end of the day you're two different places but you're still surfing. Okay, so let's start with the first thing, and that is the waves. The waves in Costa Rica are always consistent. There's always waves no matter what. And here in Israel, it's not like that at all. It can go flat for a month straight with no waves in the summer, and it really gets inconsistent, and it goes flat as a lake quite a lot, whereas Costa Rica, it's just always waves. That is because Costa Rica is inside the Pacific Ocean, which is a huge ocean, and Israel is on the Mediterranean Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea it's a sea, not an ocean, so it's a lot smaller, and also it's closed off, so not a lot of swells and storms can get in, which means less waves. Now, the swells that we get in Costa Rica are mostly ground swells, whereas here in Israel it's mostly wind swells generated by very strong winds. That changes types of waves. Ground swells produce more clean waves that come in straight lines, whereas wind swells come from all over the place and don't have a designated spot where they break. Also, because the swells here in Israel are wind swells, it's usually a lot more choppy because the waves come with a lot of wind. That's what generates the waves. Whereas Costa Rica, there are ground swells, it doesn't have to be strong winds for the waves to break, so it's a lot more glassy and clean, whereas here it has to have wind for the wave to break. But again, there's always exceptions. Sometimes ground swells do get in here, and sometimes there are wind swells in Costa Rica, but most of the time it's like this. Also, because Costa Rica is inside the Pacific Ocean, it's a huge ocean that's open, and it gets a lot more swell. So the swell it does get is a lot bigger than the swell they get here in the Mediterranean. The seasons that the best waves come are also different in between Costa Rica and Israel. Costa Rica only has two seasons. It has the rainy season and the dry season. The best waves are between February and May, which is in the dry season, which is like the summer in Costa Rica. Israel has 4 seasons like most places in the world, and the best waves are during the winter. Now, in the winter months, it can get very cold in the water. In Costa Rica, the water stays warm all year round, no matter what. But here in Israel, in the winter, it's so cold that you need to wear a full wetsuit. The waves here in Israel are also a lot more crowded, and I think this is because there's so little time with waves. When there is waves, just everyone comes no matter what. They leave school, they leave work, and they just come surfing. Whereas in Costa Rica, there's always waves, so a lot of people come in different times of the day or different days. Sometimes they don't surf. There's always waves. It doesn't really matter. Here in Israel, there's not a lot of waves, so whenever there is waves, just everyone comes, and it gets very, very crowded and hard to catch waves. Now, another big thing that's different between Israel and Costa Rica are the surfers. The feeling that I get a little bit in Israel here is that the surfers are a lot more aggressive, and I think this is because there aren't a lot of waves. So once there's waves, everyone just wants to make the best out of it, and they just take every wave no matter what. Also, because there's not a lot of waves here in Israel, the surf sessions are a lot longer than in Costa Rica. In Costa Rica, I usually surf for 2 to 3 hours twice a day, but here, because the waves come for such a short amount of time and not very frequently, usually people surf the whole day. They surf for 4 or 5 hours, go in to eat something, and then go back out there. Or in Costa Rica, you surf for not as long, but because there's always waves, you still get to surf more than you would here. I think that the surfing level in Costa Rica is higher than Israel, but that is mostly because there's always waves, so you can always practice. But the surfing level in the last few years here in Israel has gone up dramatically. I remember about 3 or 4 years when I started surfing here, there weren't a lot of kids that surfed good, and now there's so many kids that are surfing at a really high level, and it's just really great to see. The sport of surfing is getting very, very popular here in Israel. I think there's more kids here that are surfing than there are in Costa Rica, or at least where I live, or from what I've noticed. Alright, and that's all of the differences I can think of surfing here in Israel versus Costa Rica. I'm gonna keep this video short, so I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's really nice to see how far surfing has come in the last few years here in Israel. It came from being an underground sport where barely anyone knew about it to now being a very, very popular sport here in Israel where lots of people do it. Tomorrow is the last daily video, so stay tuned for that. I'm actually really enjoying this. I mean, I'm staying up until 12 or 1 a.m. editing and uploading videos, so it's very tiring and it is a little bit stressful finding video ideas every single day, but I really am enjoying it and I would like to do this again, maybe even for a longer period of time. Right now I'm not going to continue this because I do have other big projects that I need to keep working on. I put them aside to be able to do this and get more consistent with the upload and edit faster, so now I gotta go finish them, and maybe after that we'll do some more daily videos. Let me know if you guys did enjoy these daily uploads, and if you did, if you'd like to see more of them. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to tune in. Bye!